Welcome to Songs from the Source. We are your host band, Seven Seas of the Heart, and we are hunkered down in our usual hunkering down happy place, the Boathouse Jazz Cafe. Before we get into today's original tune, we would like to introduce the band, Seven Seas of the Heart. We have love, joy, laughter, beauty, ease, play, freedom, and dogs. And I am the mustachioed embodiment of Seven Seas of the Heart band, Mickey Mahan. So welcome once again to the Boathouse. Oh, wait a minute, that's not right. The Boathouse Jazz Cafe. There it is. For today's session of Songs from the Source, a song that we call Backslidin Blues. If I had eyes in the back of my head, who'd care if the light was green or red? I'd shift the reverse and go backward instead, back to help the dead bury the dead. Backslidin Blues, have you heard the good news? You can slide back in any pair of shoes. Whatsoever you get is what you choose. Worms never wrangle over whose is whose. Any roundabout way might lead to heaven. You might find it rolling 7,11. Take your faith back from the local brethren. Put it back in your own self again. Backslidin Blues, have you heard the good news? You can slide back in any pair of shoes. Whatsoever you get is what you choose. Worms never wrangle over whose is whose. There's a there's a prophet for every apocalypse, with 2 icy eyes and 2 fiery lips. Fortune tellers and bookies with bankable tips. Faith healers with fat bags of tricks. Backslidin Blues, have you heard the good news? You can slide back in any pair of shoes. Whatsoever you get is what you choose. Worms never wrangle over whose is whose. For a promise of plenty, we mortgage our life, cashed in our husband and bartered our wife. Carved out a dream with a Swiss Army knife, made a scrapbook of struggle and strife. Backslidin Blues, have you heard the good news? You can slide back in any pair of shoes. Whatsoever you get is what you choose. Worms never wrangle over whose is whose. When we look up, we had better look down to be sure both feet is still on the ground. This old world never stops spinning around. One day you're lost, and the next day you're found. Backslidin Blues, have you heard the good news? You can slide back in any pair of shoes. Whatsoever you get is what you choose. Worms never wrangle over whose is whose. Between birth and death, such a tenuous space, running for our lives in the big rat race, trying on voices to go with a face, pitching the joker and holding the ace. Backslidin Blues, have you heard the good news? You can slide back any pair of shoes. Whatsoever you get is what you choose. Worms never wrangle over whose is whose. Okay then. Well, there you have it. Backslidin Blues, our song from the source today, from the Boathouse Jazz Cafe. We are 7 C's of the Heart Band. I am Mickey Mahan, and we are delighted that you have tuned in today, and we hope that you enjoyed our song from the source, Backslidin Blues. We always do. We are very easy to please. Maybe you'd like to come here and join us at the Boathouse Jazz Cafe. We would love it. We love people. We love company. We love to have fun. And this is the place to do it. And it's very easy. All you have to do is listen. Put your ear to your heart and listen. And when you're listening and your love are inseparable, you have arrived at the Boathouse Jazz Cafe. We will catch you on the salty waves of the 7 C's of the heart.